You know, the customer may not always be right, but they sure do make hilarious YouTube content. Like, I used to work at a local cinema as an usher, and for some reason, our supervisors like to call the newbie ushers elves, and so that's why I'm an elf. Also, because I was incredibly short. Like, everyone else I knew was as tall as, like, one of those Amazonian princess people that are, like, rumored to be 7 feet tall, like Wonder Woman. And I'm over there in the corner more similar to a height of an Amazonian box, pretty much. What? And so, anyway, we've had our random quirks of customers, and there were always those really, really off ones. Like, there was one time, one lady who tried to sue us over the previews, you know, the ads and stuff that come before you see a film. And we had to, like, explain to this woman about how that's a normal thing and how those are supposed to be there. And then there was, like, this other group of college kids who were as high as a kite and went to go see that Zombievers movie. And they blocked the entrance at the end of the film so that way no one would get attacked by the Zombievers. So, you know, it was a really weird experience. But none, I would say, were quite as weird or disturbing as the CUDDLERS. So it's like 11 at night, and I'm working the ticket booth, ripping some customers' tickets, when all of a sudden I get a call on my radio from my overly passionate about his job supervisor. I actually used to call him the Screamer, because he basically had the volume control of that THX thing that appeared before older movies. You know the one I'm talking about. And screams into the radio, "The CUDDLERS are on the move. I repeat, the CUDDLERS are on the move." And I'm just kind of like sitting there like, who the hell are these CUDDLERS? Why didn't anyone tell me about this beforehand? And so it turns out there were these 3 12-year-old boys going from room to room and snuggling up and purring next to random strangers, and then just getting up and running away. And so the other ushers were trying to chase these guys down after hearing several complaints from the patrons, and they recruited me for help from the ticket stand because we were a little short-handed that night. So basically, it was just me, 2 other people, and Screamer that went from room to room trying to catch these guys. However, we may have underestimated their genius. So keep in mind, there are these secret hallways ushers used to travel back and forth quickly from one theater room to another, so that way we can clean them and stay on schedule. Well, anyway, these hallway entrances are usually padlocked so that the random people don't just sneak inside. But these freaking kids must have watched one of us enter the code, because that's how they moved from theater to theater so fast. And we didn't know about it for like the longest time. There were also like 20 theater rooms in total, so we like completely lost them after a while. And this was going on for 45 minutes, and I'm not kidding. I specifically remember looking at the clock and thinking to myself, is this really what my life has become? I'm chasing toddlers. It wasn't until this lady comes flailing out of one of the theaters screaming I was harassed by children that we found and caught these strange individuals. Yep, just your average day working at the cinema.